Can I just, are we just going to get claps for anything? Solid. So yeah, this is a Q&A question mark?
Q's.
So the Q's we have.
We'll A them.
In the A. In the A. Do we have a microphone to?
People are just gonna. Well, you can probably hear it.
Yeah. Okay. I guess if you guys just want to raise your.
Oh my God, that quote! You are awesome. That is the best costume.
Oh, adorable.
Not the best.
Aw, everyone else on. You're all great.
No, I didn't mean to.
I don't know how. What's the? Okay. All right. I don't know what the best way to do this is. I guess just raise your hands. Or, yeah, just raise your hands when I'm calling you, I guess. That feels weird, but do it. Do it. Yes.
The Birch family really is dysfunctional in real life as you appear to be.
No. Worse. If we were as dysfunctional as we appear to be in the videos, then we would all be dead. Like, we've killed each other multiple times. Suicide is a regular thing for both of our characters, I think.
Yeah.
Dad actually likes us in real life.
If you met him at PAX, he's completely different from how he is in the videos, so.
Yeah, I'm always sort of curious to see like how people feel when they actually meet him.
Let's ask. Who went to PAX?
Did anybody ever meet our dad?
How did you guys feel about Dad?
He was really nice.
Were you like disappointed that he didn't like
teabag you immediately or something?
I kind of wish he did.
You wish my dad had teabagged you?
I'm sure he wishes he had.
I can call him right now and tell him that. I'm going to call him right now and tell him that.
I'll be there in 10.
Do you think he knows what teabagging is?
He'll find out. We'll put the phone up to you and you will all collectively explain at the same time. I'll be like, oh, thanks.
Well, can I answer?
Oh. Any other questions? Well, hey.
Do you know what teabagging is? Do you know what teabagging is? No? Everyone explain what teabagging is to my father.
1, 2, 3, go.
Knock them
So some girl wants you to do that to her. Love you, Dad. Say hi to everyone. We're at the panel. Hello. We're at the panel. He says hi everyone at the panel.
That didn't work.
I love you, bye. Yeah.
Okay, well your teabag is impending.
Love you, bye.
Received in 3 to 5 weeks.
I'll be in PAX.
What?
I'll be in PAX.
He will be too, so cool. Just present a receipt or like a coupon.
I'll show my ID.
Well, as long as it doesn't matter what the age is, he'll be like, yeah, all right.
It should matter what the age is.
It
really doesn't, though.
Any other questions?
Yes, sir.
Alright, in the Bray episode, your mom says this thing that I've always wondered about. She says she only gets off her bicycle if she falls in love or falls dead.
Yeah.
What's she talking about?
That is a reference to Metal Gear Solid 3. It's something Eve says. That was us being like trying to be Russell T Davies and put little build-ups to the finale all throughout the season, like little Metal Gear references that eventually led up to something. Like we sort of call back a couple of them at the end, like when we talk through Kodak, and when I'm playing Brawl and playing a Snake. Those aren't really, that doesn't count. That's not foreshadowing. That's us being like, let's do this one arbitrary thing that no one will ever notice, and then feel smart about it. And clearly nobody noticed it. Mission accomplished.
You guys should just raise your hands whenever, pretty much.
Or
it's going to be a really short panel. Yes, sir.
Are there ever any games that you guys find you excited about but you probably couldn't because they weren't like the games weren't well known?
No. I think if it ever comes down to stuff like that, we always take, well, at least I take a lot of enjoyment out of just bringing attention to games that nobody, like the Sleep is Death episode. A lot of that was because, hey, we can make Sleep is Death funny, but another part of it was nobody's going to buy Sleep is Death, and I would like at least 3 people to buy Sleep is Death.
So, that are me and Anthony?
Yeah, other than us. No, that's still one of my favorite things is trying to get people interested in games that are not particularly well known. And that said, I don't know if us being like dick jokes, fart jokes, poop jokes, shit is the way to get people to be like, yeah, I totally want to play that game.
Do you want to do your plug for it right now then? Minus all that?
What game? Oh, Sleep is Death?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. What's weird about it is that, like, because Jason Rohr does all these art games. He did Passage, the game, the 5-minute game that makes everybody cry and all that stuff. And he wanted Sleep is Death to be this really serious sort of, like, the color palette's very muted. It's supposed to be about, like, interpersonal relationships and finding out really personal things about one another. And as it turns out, it's one of the best tools ever for creating, like, improvisational, awful comedy. Like, Ash and I, when I was testing it out for a review, and Ash and I did this thing, and I was like, okay, Ash and I just watched the last David Tennant episode of Doctor Who, and I was like, I'll play off that, because that made her cry like a little bitch, like it made me cry like a little bitch too, well, in all fairness. And I tried to make some sort of, like, all these little sets and stuff, and, like, sad things will happen, it'll be cool, and I'll make Ashley sad, and it'll be great. And, like, 3 seconds in, we were, like, jumping cars over exploding TARDISes, and, like, Ash was, like, trying to kidnap David Tennant, and then, like, committed suicide and tried to regenerate, but it didn't work. But it's a really, if you have a friend that you can play it with, and one of you finds out how to use the production side of it, it's really, really fun and cool.
I just realized we didn't introduce ourselves.
I am Ashley.
Well, I mean, yeah. That's Danny B on the end, if you guys know from...
If you played Super Meat Boy, which you should, he did all the music.
He did all the music, and he did the music for our finale. He's carrying those around, literally. He'll sign one.
$10 US.
And that's Ashley Davis, of course. Creator of Once Upon a Pixel. Who's going to be featured more prominently in season 3 of Hop, and then you know us.
Yeah, she's pretty much a character, like, in the actual show now, which is nice.
We're pretty much just transplanting a weird version of our lives onto the internet, so...
Yeah.
So enjoy.
It's
yes.
To what extent do the characters you play resemble who you actually are as people?
Almost not. When we started it, like, we lived together just because of the living situation. Like, she hadn't gone off to college yet, and I was still there. And when I live with someone for long enough, or when I guess it's probably true for both of us, when we live together for long enough with anybody, the filter that usually stops you from saying horrible, stupid, nonsensical shit just, like, breaks
goes
down.
away.
And you'll just, like, fucking Tourette's at people. And we did that back and forth for just years. It's much to the chagrin of our dad, who's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, we're just referencing Aquatines and C-Lab and all these things for no reason. And a lot of that was Ash and me. And then what's weird is that we just went back to Arizona to film season 3 for 2 weeks, and we found out, like, once you leave, the filter kind of comes back up, and the roles were reversed, because I had been with Ashley Davis for so long that my filters were just completely destroyed. Like, I can't, if I say something stupid, it just, and Ash is way more like normal human being behavior kind of stuff now, so we kind of weirdly reversed. Now I'm sort of the Ash character when I'm around her, and she's like the straight man. It's weird. Ish.
I remember the way you explained that you wanted to start doing videos to me was that you're just like, you just do weird shit all the time, so we'll just film it and then put it on YouTube. So yeah, when I was mostly, I guess I calmed down a little bit since I went to college, but before I went to college, I was just fucking weird all the time, mostly around Anthony. And
like the whole Zelda episode where she's singing, taking the ocarina songs and putting her own lyrics.
That's just something I did,
she just did
at the house. Anthony's like, we're filming this, and the other room was like, hey, and then I kept doing it.
We have a big Garfield. You want to do an Iron Man reference? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You want to wipe out the camera? No.
No. Yes.
Hey, it's Adam Dork.
Going off the referencing Sleep and Death, which, by the way, I have that comic on my computer still, so ones that you guys did.
Nice.
You plan to go back to blogging to, like, I know you have the indie gaming things in Structural, which is actually about how I found out about Dear Esther, but do you plan on doing more stuff like that now that you're with Gearbox?
Yeah. The indie game stuff, the putting out cool indie game stuff is something I can continue doing pretty much indefinitely because I just really like it. I just like bringing up indie games that other people don't know about. Because every once in a while somebody will be like, oh, I really enjoyed that game, and then my ego will be boosted tenfold.
You can start doing that on our blog more.
Yeah. I have no reason not to really, other than just like writing fatigue because I come on like words. But that's about it. Yeah, the rants and stuff and like bitching about mainstream developers are probably going to hold off on until like whatever I do with Gearbox finishes and is good. Because otherwise it's like, you're a dick. You're bad at everything and you say everybody else is bad at everything. Like, at least now, if what I do sucks, I can just pretend like I never said anything about anybody ever.